And you are unmuted and all like that. Sorry. If Mr. Ma is here. If I don't see him, more people are joining.
I'll text him again. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Give us a minute or two, please.
I'll go resend the link to Mr. Ma. That might help. All right, I'll go do that and then look for the resolution.
I found it.
The resolution? On your phone. Even more impressive.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Is Eddie coming?
No.
Shit, that was the one with the Mac charger. Did you bring a Mac
I
charger? I don't need it yet, but I'm
will.
conscious that I might.
Wow, Eddie's been replaced.
Eddie's out here.
Can you use this?
Yes, that's what I.
Like, well,
Oh my gosh, dream. Oh no, I charged fully.
oh, perfect.
I
Me
don't
too.
carry one because I sit in
That's
the
not
office.
cool.
My back is already like. Okay. Sorry, my dad. But it's starving.
Zoom.
Recording in progress.
I'm just trying. Hi, everybody. Again, welcome to the March meeting of Manhattan Community Board 2's Street Activities and Resiliency Committee. I think we can go ahead and get started. We have 4 committee members in the room here, and then we have a 5th in the process of joining. So I think I'm okay to get started here. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up Zoom. Okay. So let's see if we have on. Great. So welcome, Will Benish here, the chair of the SAR committee. We have with us in the room Erica Olson, vice chair, Ryder Kessler, and then we have DJ Jane as well, who is the newest member of our committee. Very excited to have him on board as well. And then we have Ed Ma, who should be joining online, is in the process of joining as well. So with that, I think we're going to get started with our agenda. For those who haven't been before, we typically go through in order as it's posted on the website. And when we call your event, please raise your hand to be promoted. And then we will promote you so then you can present. Please give us a brief presentation on the event, and then we'll open it up for questions and comments from the committee, and then followed by questions and comments from members of the public. So with that, let's get started. The first agenda item is March 7th to 8th, pop-up mob 45G sidewalk guest queue. Laura, I see you. Oh, I'm not. Are you an admin?
Nope, I can't do it.
Can you this mouse? Should be able to do it on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Laura, I'm going to promote you to panelist.
Do you want to promote me or you so you don't have to walk around with that?
Hi, Laura. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back.
Hi, Laura.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, pop-up mob at 45 grand. 45 grand is an event venue. This is how I'm just going through the questionnaire. Do you guys have my site plan and my run of show?
And I think this is the site that we know and love so well, right?
Yes, exactly. It's the same site plan for all of them. So
Laura, how was your one from last month that we were hesitant on?
There was a few of them last month, but everything's, as far as I know, everything went successfully for the event venue, but also with minimal impact to the neighborhood. I didn't get any feedback that the neighborhood was complaining.
Okay, great.
So,
We didn't
Knock
either,
wood.
so that's good news.
but let's keep that going.
Yeah.
So it's a pop-up activation to promote Olaplex 3+. Again, you can tell it's a hair, which is a hair care product. And the goal is to promote the brand. We will not block any no standing, no stopping zones. How many attendees? At any given time, we're expecting between 75 and about 199. 199 was under 200, so I chose 199. They're expecting a total of 600 over the 2 days. The actual event timing is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. both days. We will not be using scissor lifts or generators or power tools. They are not serving food or drink. There are no giveaways or anything that are being promoted. No amplified sound. Social media for salon professionals is who it's being promoted to. And stylists. There aren't any celebrities or influencers. It's going to be rope and stanchion. And what we've tried to do, at least to help minimize the impact, it depends on, again, how many people show up at any time, but it is supposed to be timed and ticketed, is we're trying to use that little setback on Grand Street, on the south side of Grand Street between Thompson and West Broadway. That's the entrance to the dog park, not to block the entrance to the dog park, but that gives us a couple of extra. I want to say I'm going to be playing fast and loose with feet, but that gives us at least like another 18 inches that you wouldn't normally have. So if we can keep the line within that space, that's what our goal is.
Did you have any issues last time with, I know we were concerned about spillover into the bike lane.
No, the bike lane is something that I warn all the event planners and anybody having an event at that space. That bike lane is, you're taking your life in your hands if you're lining, spilling people over into there. We have to have a single file line. If you're going to do this guest queue on Grand Street, it's got to be single file and it's got to be minimal.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard of any instances where somebody was in the bike lane or taking up residence in the bike lane or hit by anybody in the bike lane. And that's, to me, I mean, I've, been in the city with all the snow and the whole deal. I don't care. You cannot go in those bike lanes. Those people are going at 20, 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
We will have brand ambassadors picking up any trash, and the event does conform to the New York City ADA accessibility guidelines.
And what are the hours each day?
Each day it's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
10 a.m. to 6 p.m. both days, yes.
And this is the 7th and 8th?
Right. So this coming Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And the line, you're going to keep the entrances to the dog park and the residential spaces and
Oh, of course. No, the community is going to have access to their residences, their businesses, and the dog park. I'm just trying to direct the officers to set up the rope and stanchions so that you have kind of a start, an end, and then a break, the entrance to the dog park, and use that 18 inches that we get on the sidewalk just to keep everything flowing.
Okay. And the line won't go beyond Thompson, worst case.
Oh, no, it can't. It can't even go to the corner of Thompson, but I again warn people, we can't go east, and we can't go anything past Grand Street where the permit is. And
you have ticketed and timed in the questionnaire.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that should help.
So, right. This is again a conversation that we have with every single event planner before I, apply for a permit. I have this conversation and let them know.
So the 75 to 200 people at any given time is not what's in the line, it's what's inside.
That's between right, exactly, the venue and what we're expecting to hold in the line.
What's the capacity of the venue?
If they don't get its TPA, it's going to be 74. And if they do get a TPA, I believe this one has a TPA. Let me just make sure. We don't want to have a, hang on. I want to make sure that I saw a TPA on this one because it can go up to, I want to say it's about 125 with a TPA.
Okay.
Fire guard request. Hang on one sec. I just want to see how many fire guards we are supplying. All right, I'm going to the 45 grand. Come on. I'm in the wrong week. Hang on. Bear with me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I've got two fire guards inside. So I'm saying they got a TPA. So I would say the capacity of the space is probably about between 120 and 130. I can't find the TPA map.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's just, this is obviously you are one of the best, I think, operators in terms of running stuff like this, but I just don't physically see how it's just one of those things where physically the 5-foot rule just continues to me to be virtually impossible unless the physics of the way I'm looking at the street are wrong, but.
No, if we could change the street, I'm with you on that. It's, there's no extending that sidewalk any further. So
Yeah.
I'm coming into you guys already violating the city requirement. And I understand that, and that's why it's critical that the event planners have to understand that this is, in essence, even if the city says yes, we still have to be respectful of the community.
Yeah,
Yep. Okay.
okay.
Thank you. Thanks for your honesty.
Thanks. So Pete has his rate. Do anyone else in the room have anything? All right, I'm gonna allow Pete to talk. Pete, please go ahead.
Hello, thank you. And Laura, hi, I feel like I know you now. I see you.
Well, yeah, we're old friends, and here's Darlene, so here we go.
I'm hoping you can just clarify something for me. The paperwork says, and you just said, there will be no giveaways, no handouts, but you're gonna have branded ambassadors picking up trash. So I'm confused as to why there might be trash if nothing's being given away.
The people lining up on the street, you'll have people having coffee, dropping things out of their pockets, putting a mint down or something like that. The brand ambassadors are inside the venue, but we typically request that they come out periodically and make sure that at our guest queue, we don't have trash that people have just left, a magazine that somebody's not looking at or something like that, that's just kind of left in the neighborhood. But there are no giveaways, no food giveaways, no items that people can unwrap or anything like that.
And then just on that point of no giveaways, what's the enticement then that brings people in if they don't get anything?
Here's Olaplex, and I got an education on this, and apparently I'm quite the hairstylist. The event is essentially to educate guests about this new bond technology, Olaplex 3+. They apparently, living a life damages your hair with chemicals, pollutions, hairbrushes, and this Olaplex product will help prevent that, keep you young forever.
Okay.
I'm not big on salons, as you can see.
So I guess they figure that just describing that in words is enough to make this worthwhile. Got it. Okay.
To salon professionals and stylists, if this is your business, you would be interested in it. I'm with you.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's go to Darlene next, please.
Hi, thank you. Good evening, Darlene Lutz, in the neighborhood. Nice to see you, Laura.
Nice.
And thank you for coming with at least one of the events that's being held at this space and keeping it real because, pedestrian people who want to move through this block can't move through this block whenever there's an event at this space, which is becoming more and more and more frequent. So, the 5-foot rule appreciate, that the rules don't make any difference anymore. Uh, to promote, an event, whatever it may be at this space, which is very popular. And will probably continue to be so. So I guess we have that, pedestrians are relegated to if they don't want to cross the street. And there are plenty of older people that, count their steps. So this does make a difference, having to cross the street and use the other side if they see it coming up. But, let everybody have their event. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward what it is. It's very similar to many other events that have happened here. So I think we can move on to the next one.
Enjoy your evening, guys.
All right. Thanks, Laura.
Thanks.
So next we have Planet Oat, Astor Place Plaza. Jen. Hello, Jen. Hello, Jen.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So yeah, please go ahead. We got Astor Place Plaza, right, for this one?
Yes, and I'll share my screen here to show the site plan.
Can
So
can you just tell us what organization you're with?
I'm sorry?
Can you just tell us what organization, are you with the production company?
We're
or
with the
brand?
production company. What's your 20?
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Sure. So what Planet Oat is doing at this event on March 26th is reintroducing 4 products. It's for their oat milk products. So we'll be having a sampling activation with hot and iced coffee. And really it's just about the battle of if you choose hot or if you choose iced. So we will have 8-ounce servings of hot coffee, or you can choose iced. And you will be able to fill it with your Planet Oat of choice. And then we will have 2 photo moments where it's split down the middle, where if you choose hot, you step into the hot photo set and get your photo taken because you selected the hot team, or you step into a photo set that is aligned with the iced team, if you will, picking iced coffee. So again, it's products that are already on the shelf, so there's no embargo or anything of new products. We will also have brand ambassadors on site as well as stanchions that will help with line management. We will have an on-site caterer, Creative Edge Parties, that will handle all the catering. And we will have a security guard as well, and then 2 photographers that will be taking photos of the 2 photo sets of consumers. And then I'm going to share my screen here to show the Astor Place site plan. So our activation footprint is 16 and a half feet by 20 and a half feet. It will be no higher than 8 feet. So we don't need to worry about Department of Buildings permit or whatnot. We also do want to potentially have a pop-up tent that will just be back of house. So that will be for staff items or an area where we want to put any overflow of event supplies. And do a little bit closer here, just shows the layout of all of the stanchions as well as the brand ambassadors. Again, it will help organize lines and make sure people get in the lines properly. There's not any kind of areas that are blocked for normal foot traffic, because we know thousands of people come through this plaza every day. We will also have garbage cans on site. So you'll see that denoted by the pink squares. Our brand ambassadors, as well as our caterers, will help monitor the trash. When they get about 90% full, we'll switch them out. And then we will take all the trash with us, as well as any leftover liquids that we may be using for brewing. So we won't dispose anything on the property.
And are these stanchions you're thinking people will snake up and down?
So these are actually great question. At the sampling window, it's if you choose hot or iced coffee. So it's almost like as if this is split down the middle. And I'm gonna flip to the renderings. Let me see, can you see our renderings?
Yeah.
So it'll be almost split right down the middle. So it'll be two stanchion lines.
Can you show us where you're gonna run the lines?
Sure. So it'll come right out of the front of the sampling window
Yeah.
here,
Yep.
and the lines will come in between. So it'll be one line here, if you can see my cursor,
Yep.
and then one line here. So if you pick hot or iced.
I think the question is like, if the lines extend beyond the stanchions, then where do they go?
Great question. So we'll snake them to the right because of course the plaza has let me go to this one right here. We'll snake them this way, knowing that there's more of the plaza versus we don't want to go into the street, of course.
Yeah. And you'll leave 5 feet of space on the perimeter of the sidewalk?
Absolutely. And once we get on site, of course, as you all know, in some events, what we plan sometimes changes to make it better. So for instance, we could snake and hook around and come closer to the structure here.
You have room, just to make sure, that's as you said, high foot traffic area, so just making sure. I think there's also still
Absolutely.
quite a bit of snow piled up. It's like one of the places they deposit snow. I was there last night, so.
Got it.
Hopefully by the 26th.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you never know.
Oh,
You never know this year.
anyone's ghost.
Okay. And then what is what are those gray, there were some gray diagrams on the prior page. Are those anything by the tent? If you go back one page? Like the gray parts, those are existing?
Yes, these are all existing. The only thing that we've added is this kind of light orange, which is our activation footprint, and the blue pop-up tent.
Yeah. And then it's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. that it's live, and then you break down by 11, you said?
That's correct. So what we'll have is on all of our signage, we not only have dietary restrictions, but we also say we start at 8 a.m. while supplies last. So if we're all out of supplies, meaning of the samples, we will also have small bites that will be paired with either the hot or the iced coffee that you choose. So once we're completely out of samples, we may shut down earlier than 4. So we're being very specific in our any communication saying that it opens at 8 while supplies last. However, the max amount that we will be live and active if we do have supplies will be 4 p.m. We'll break down immediately after, and we should be out no later than 11, hopefully sooner.
And is there an interior to the structure too that people are going into, or are they just coming up to the window?
There is.
Into their picture.
So when you come around the corner here, there'll be, it's kind of, as I said, it's split down the middle. This is if you pick an iced coffee. So you'll come around here. Behind this drape is the sampling window. So if you walk around and pick ice, well, the beverage bar here, inside the beverage bar, we'll have recessed containers where we'll keep all of the Planet Oat samples on ice, and catering will be monitoring that. And then you walk into, these are this kitchen, mock kitchen will be the photo set. And that's where we'll have one photographer. If you picked ice, they'll take a photo of you repping your team, if you will. And then completely mirrored on the other side. And these are just a few close-up photos. And then mirrored on the other side is if you picked a hot coffee. So it's the same experience, it's just different color palettes here. And then you'll take a photo with a second photographer. Will be focused on this with staff that'll help manage the lines.
Can we talk about setup? Because I see that you have set up overnight from midnight to 8 a.m.
That's correct.
So there's a residential building that is like adjacent to where you are. How, and I know you have power drills. How, I mean, I'm worried about the noise for the residents. Do you need 8 hours? Can you start at like 6 a.m.? Like what, how can we address that for the residents?
So we will come in at 12:01 a.m. We are going to be show ready by 6 a.m. The power drills that we use, this is actually a simple setup of 4x8 flats that connect together. They're not going to be very loud. I will definitely confirm that with the lead installer, but these aren't heavy duty drills. Well, they'll have amplified sound that will echo throughout.
Okay. I think this is something, I don't know about the rest of the committee, but if you could, there's one building and they have all glass. Do you know what have you been to the site yet?
Yeah.
I wonder if you could just leave like some kind of notification and a phone number or something if it's very loud. Like I know people talk very loud outside and they're yelling, and even if you tell them not to, they will.
Totally.
And just a way for them to contact you and ask to quiet it down. I mean, like there's kids, you know, whatever, that are sleeping.
Absolutely.
That'd
And
be.
can you confirm the address of that building, please?
Yeah, 1 second.
While she's looking at that, I was going to ask, is there any amplified sound during the day?
There is not.
Okay. And then you're also giving away caps, is that right?
That's correct. And I can go to that slide. So here's the branded items for the activation. Obviously the cups will be for the samples. Napkins, we'll make sure to hand that out, not only with, if they want one with a beverage, but the small bites as well. And then here we will have the uniforms for the staff. And then we'll be giving out, the first 100 people get a hat. And that's just, again, it's something that they'll promote on the Planet Oat channels.
That address was 445 Lafayette.
445 Lafayette, thank you.
Yeah.
And is there going to be a generator that you're using or no?
There won't be. We are working with the bid to tap into their power. So we don't have a generator. If we do need to provide power, we will be using jackeries, which do not have any noise to them. They're just very large batteries.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's always, I think always best when you can use the bid hookup.
Absolutely. And then if we do run cables, we'll make sure that we have cable ramps or yellow jackets, they're also called, to cover up any cord, so there's no tripping hazard.
Yeah. And then the bid is just, other than the hookup, the bid has also been looped in and they're fully aware of the plans here.
That's correct.
Okay. Great.
There will be a talent partner. However, it's just for the campaign for, they'll do some pre-promotion social media, but talent will not be on site for this.
This was the Rebel Wilson and someone else thing.
And a camp.
Okay.
Yep. But again, they won't be on site, so that won't be something that draws lots of crowds. We know that that's when a celebrity or talent's on site, it can draw larger crowds.
Yeah.
And in case there's very long lines, you will not let it go into the sidewalks, right?
No, we'll stay 5 feet, like you stated.
Okay, I'm good.
Anyone else?
No hands up.
Okay. Good. Please,
Great, thank you.
yeah, good luck. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for your time. Have a good night.
Take care.
Good night. All right. Moving on, we have next NB Lafayette, March 13th, 14th, Lafayette between Broome and Aubrey. Promoting you, Aubrey.
Hi, can everybody see me and hear me?
Yes, good to see you again. How are you?
Hi. Glad to be back for my first of probably many CB2 meetings for the year. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
That season.
I'm surprised we didn't have you for anything in Jan and Feb already.
I was surprised too. I don't know.
Well, those
I
are
don't
like
know.
some of our slowest months, so.
I hope not for me, but I'm glad. Well, I'm glad to be back. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm Aubrey from Idaho Productions. I am I am the permit expediter for the project and speaking on behalf of the entire project for this presentation this evening. So this activation, which does take place on the 13th and 14th of March. It's located at 188 Lafayette. That's between Broome and Grand Street. And it's for New Balance. So as we may know, the half marathon is on the 15th of March, which is that Sunday. This happens right before. So basically New Balance is coming in to do a quick promotion right before the half marathon to get some runners and other community members sort of engaged, involved, excited about the run itself. And they are featuring some new products that they have to offer runners or people involved in the half marathon themselves. There's the outside portion. Most of it will be inside the venue at 188 Lafayette. There is a small portion that will be outside, which will actually be set in the curb lane. Nothing's being set on the sidewalk itself. But the piece that's actually being set outside in the curb lane, right outside of the venue, is a little setup that will be offering coffee and bagels for anybody that wants to come by and hang out. There isn't any other giveaways outside except for the coffee and bagels. Everything else will be handled inside in the venue. And to be honest, most of it's actually retail sales. So it's not necessarily like big giveaways or shoe giveaways or launches or something like that. It basically is like, come and see what new products we have. If you're interested, you can purchase what New Balance has to offer on that day. So as I mentioned, it's the 13th and 14th of March. The event times run on Friday. It runs from 11 to 3 p.m. And then on Saturday, it's 11 to 5. They are doing setup the day before on the 11th, on the Thursday, in the curb lane itself. That's part of the permit application that we have through SAPO. And they'll be ready to roll at 11 a.m. on that Friday to invite guests and public in. There will be three.
Oh, sorry. Can you,
Yes.
before you go on the inside of the lines, the generator that you mentioned, where is that?
Yep, I can get to that.
Okay, sorry.
Yep. That's all right. It's all part of, I'm going to get to it, I promise. So there are 3 security staff that will be present during the event hours on the outside as well as inside the space as well. As mentioned, it is a 12-ounce coffee and a bagel with cream cheese. There's 300 things of coffee per day and 400 things of bagels. Obviously, when they run out, and we'll instruct people that the rest of the activation will take place indoors. There is no celebrities or influencers or VIPs that will be present. And then there will be a light ambient music playing during this time, but it should only be hearable from like the space or while you're waiting in line. It's not going to be something that you can really hear like outside of this space or down the street or across the street or like 2 blocks away. They're not looking for that type of environment. It literally is just to kind of keep people engaged while they're waiting in line to come in and see the space itself. The beverage and food are being provided by Cafe Aron as well as pop-up bagels. And yes, there is a small generator that will be present, which is located on the site plan, in which I will show you. The one little last thing is the sanitation plan. There will be staff brand ambassadors that will always be present. They plan to do a sweep before it actually opens to the public, during the activation as well, and then also after the activation hours as well, to keep the area clean and nice and tidy also. All right, so this is the layout. As you can see, this little blue rectangle is where the generator will actually be placed. It will be placed right behind the setup that is going in the curb lane. The queue line is actually set in the curb lane, so actually the full sidewalk will stay clear and open to anybody walking by that doesn't want to be part of this. There is brand ambassadors and security present that will help kind of control the line and make sure that people aren't crowding or covering this area and keeping the sidewalk nice and clear itself. This is a little bit of the schedule for the day. Like I mentioned, load-in starts on Thursday. ready to go at 11 a.m. on that Friday and open till 3. And then same sort of mirror timing on Saturday, except for they are open a little bit later. And then everything gets broken down after 5 p.m. on Saturday. And then everything is removed well before 11 p.m. on that Saturday as well. So the area will stay cleared. And then this is kind of what it looks like, a little image of what the setup looks like. And that is it, I guess, for now. Any questions or anything I can elaborate on?
Mind, yeah, would you mind going back just like 2 slides, I think, to the site plan?
Sure.
So, okay, you are using bike racks. That's good.
Right.
And, is there a chance that like a queue forms to get into the space itself too?
Well, that is the queue that's in the curb lane. So it kind of mirrors as both. Like there will be people that will come and grab bagels and coffee, and then they can go and wait in the line. They are trying to keep the sidewalk nice and cleared. That queue line is set up to be able to enter into the space. So people will enter into that queue line, and then they'll go into the space itself. They'll enjoy whatever they want, do purchases if they like, and then they'll leave the space and then go on about their merry way.
Okay, so if you just want to go in the space, you still have to get on the line for the bagels and coffee too?
If there is a line, yeah. I mean, it's basically like the bagel line is, they come and grab the bagel, and there's also brand ambassadors to kind of help really make sure that that goes very quickly for that. And then they go and wait in the line and then wait to get into the space itself. But like I said, it's not giveaways. There's not like a launch. It literally is just product for sale. So it's kind of like a pop-up store. So it's basically like if people are really interested in the New Balance products, and it's not like, you know, one of a kind or something like that. Like it's all going to be for sale online as well. Like it's not, you know, exclusive. You don't get like, you know, a special deal if you're in line. It literally is just New Balance being like, hey, we're here, come see what we have to offer before the half marathon on Sunday.
So if there's a line for the bagels and coffee, where will they wait for that?
So
no, she's saying that's just to go in the store.
So they go into this little space, they'll grab the coffee and bagels.
Right.
And then they can go into the line. I believe what they're trying to.
No, she's saying it's not a single line for both, or it is.
So the way that they're trying to do it, and I need clarity on this because that's something that I also asked the production team, is the line will be, you wait in line to get into the space. Once you're done with the line, you go and grab your bagel and coffee and then you leave. So you basically do the line, go into the space, go grab bagel and coffee as you're kind of exiting. Because another thing is they're trying to prevent is like any spillage or any sort of like, you know, messiness inside with the brand new clothes and shoes.
That seems very confusing.
Okay.
Well, because they wait, like people might think that they're going to get the bagel and coffee, and then they're going to be told to go inside the store first, and then they're going to be like, no, I just want the bagel and coffee. I don't know. To me,
yeah, and they can grab the bagel and coffee, and then they can, you know, head on down the street if they want to. But the thing is, there will be brand ambassadors there to help kind of with the queue line and messaging where people go to get which item. There are people giving directional. So there's plenty of people that will actually be stationed to give sort of direction of which, if you want to go into the space, you wait in the line. If you want the bagel and coffee without going in the line, you can go up here. And there are plenty of people to help with the service of the bagel and coffee if they like, or if they want to wait in line, go into the space and then get the bagel and coffee afterward.
Seems a little confusing, but I mean, it is a huge sidewalk there, so I'm a little less concerned, but sorry.
How integral is the bagel and coffee to the whole endeavor? Like
it's not. It's just a little like, hey, we have bagel and coffee for people if they want it. It's not something, it's not like a specialty bagel. It's not like one of the rainbow bagels that people see or something that is like Instagrammable. It literally is. And I have a feeling that most people will probably forego the bagel and coffee. It's just kind of an offering.
I would cut the bagel and coffee for just if I were running this event. It feels like the return on effort to integrate the bagel and coffee is low.
Well, it said you were getting the bagels from Pop-Up Bagel, which is
so that will be.
Yeah,
that would be
like
good.
I mean, lines formed for that in our district to pay, not for free.
Right.
Right. I'll let them know that it doesn't seem necessary, but it's really up to the production team.
It's a bit confusing because if you're giving away free pop-up bagels, then that is the attraction, and it will draw a line just for that. And then that might be their intention of like, okay, we'll get the people with the bagels and then they'll see the products. But then it's just, you have to be prepared for the fact that there's going to be a lot of interest in getting on the line to get the bagel.
I also think like because if people are in line and they're waiting to go in the store, and some people are like, no, I'm not going to go in the store, I just want the bagel and coffee, then they like have them cut the line. Like it seems like.
Yeah, then they don't wait in the line. Then they just go and grab the bagel and coffee, and then they're,
But there's going to be a line for the bagel.
More people are going to go for the bagel and coffee than want to go in the store
Right.
to buy things for money. And so like, I'm just thinking, where are you going to put all the people? I have a feeling what I think we're getting to is that the curb lane line will end up being to get into the store, and you're going to need a separate line for the bagel and coffee because so many more people will want to do that than go in the store. And so we're trying to get ahead of that. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Understood. I'm in communication with CECM and SAPO for the review anyway, and I do know that that's going to probably come up as well. This is something that I've also mentioned to the production company in the planning. We haven't been asked to create a second line, but more than happy to do so if that is the desired wish of the city.
I mean, I think
people bagel and coffee as they exit the store.
Well, that's what I wanted clarity. Like right now the plan is that it's kind of available for everybody, but I believe the plan is shifting to be able to offer it as people are exiting, to your point. Well,
I mean, it's great if it's only for people. You have to go in the store to get the bagel and coffee.
I just think otherwise it's going to be a bit chaotic.
Okay, well, worst case plan. Where should she run the line? I think she should run it south on Lafayette. Aubrey, have you thought about that, or do you have a preference at all? Because I feel like this is just something we'll put in our resolution to SAPO so they can see our thoughts, but want to collaborate with you.
Sure. I mean, I believe like the one line to get into the store, stays the way it is.
Yeah.
And then you can do, sorry, let me pull this up. And then you can do a second line since the sidewalk is quite large, that kind of runs south along this edge as well, because we don't want to take up too much curb lane, obviously, but we can take up a little bit of the sidewalk. But again, this will be a directional from the city. And then also I am working with the production team to make sure that it does make a little bit of sense, because they just actually added this piece last week. So I think they're still like working through it. It's just the community board meeting came up a little bit before they actually set the plan for the service, the food service. So, but yeah, I believe most likely it'll probably run like from here south towards Grand Street.
Cool. That sounds.
And we'll keep it nice and tight. There will be rope and stanchion as well.
Against the curb lane.
Yeah. But that'll probably be my suggestion to the team as well as through the city, but we're just waiting for the city to provide SAPO to provide a little bit more feedback. They're currently reviewing.
Got it. And then I know, or at least I don't think 188 Lafayette is residential, but I know it's flanked by residential, and residential's across the street. And we've recently had an issue with a generator on Grand Street. Why do we need the generator?
It's for the warmers for the coffee, and then also there may be a heater that's set inside there for the staff that will be serving the coffee and the bagels.
Okay, and it gets turned on at
9 a.m. and turned off at 5 p.m.
On at 9 a.m. off at 5 p.m. Great. And then I know this is early in the game, but have you guys done any reach out to the residential buildings at all?
The team is actually in the process of doing so, or at least notifying the neighbors. But yeah, this is not like directly above it. Doesn't seem to be an issue. Obviously, to the sides, any other businesses or entry points into residential or businesses will be stayed clear as well. And like I said, the music will be kept to a low where basically you can only hear it within this like little section that when you're standing there.
Cool. And in the notifications, you'll give a contact info for any issues?
I believe that's the plan. Yes, that was part of another person's scope on the team, on the production team.
What's going on inside? Are there particular draws for people to come inside the store? Is it clothing giveaways? Is it other sort of activation?
It's not giveaways. It's all going to be for sale. So, but it is like brand new New Balance stuff that will be launched for the half marathon.
Yeah.
No influencers, no talent,
Nope.
no stickers, no paint.
Nope. No stickers, no chalking on the sidewalk. No, what's the other? No wheat pasting,
Right.
no drones, no fireworks, no other, I don't know. No other like prohibited
Wheat
activities.
pasting
No.
is outside of our scope, but that's
Oh,
all we
okay.
can,
All right.
that's all
Well,
we
there's
can
not gonna be a
do.
wheat pasted.
That's all we can do to do chalking and stickers. Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
no chalking, no stickers. Yes.
Anybody else? Pete has his hand raised. Pete? Go
Oh,
ahead.
yes.
Hi, yeah, New Balance recently opened a store on Broadway at 542 Broadway.
Yep, that's correct. We did an
Is there
activation
any-
last year there.
Is there any coordination between this event and that store?
There is coordination between the event and the store, but I think this product is specific for this location, Pete.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we good? Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Aubrey.
right.
Thanks.
Thanks, everybody. I'll see you again soon.
All right, see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, next up we have K-pop Demon Hunters. Anyone from K-pop Demon Hunters? I don't think they
I think
replied.
the people that, yeah. But did they
And that one
withdraw?
might have been denied by Sable already.
Yeah.
So I think that one's off. Next we have ZocDoc. Do we have anyone from ZocDoc? There's two events from ZocDoc and one in, one in the Astor Place Plaza and one in the Gansevoort Plaza. I don't think we heard back from them. We should make sure to ping the bids for both of those.
All right.
I don't think we heard back from them. Okay, is there anyone from Way?
That was good, yeah.
All right, I'm getting it better I got it right this time. Okay, Jacker. Adam's raising his hand too. I promoted you, Jagger, if you accept the promotion, and I promoted Adam. Welcome. Hey, Jagger.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Give us This is Gansevoort. Yeah, Gansevoort Plaza.
Yeah, this is Gansevoort Plaza. So the activation is for Way, which is a hair care brand. They're launching a new product, and we're going to be doing sample giveaways of that product at Gansevoort Plaza.
Are you with the production company or with?
I'm with the production
Blacktown?
company. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So I have some things here. I'll start with the structure render. Obviously, I'm aware that in this render they placed it in the street, which is not where it will be. It will be in the plaza. But it's essentially a giant shower. It will be functional. We'll have it roped off with rope and stanchion, so no one's able to get close enough to interact with it or get themselves wet or anything. We'll also have security guards on site. But yeah, it's pretty much a 20-foot tall structure. We're thinking of it similar to an art installation, and it will be pouring down water like a shower typically would. Here's some dimensions for that. So the base is 14 by 14. The height of the structure is 20 feet. I go to my sitemap here. So in this sitemap, the blue square denotes the 14 by 14 foot structure. All this is roughly to scale. The red lines denote rope and stanchion. So we'll have an area roped off in the front where people can take pictures unobstructed, make sure they have a clear shot to take their shot for Instagram or whatever they want to do. And we'll also have rope and stanchion around the structure itself. We'll have 3 security guards. One will be the stars. Oh, I put 4 on here, actually. Sorry, I forgot. We switched it from 3 to 4. So we'll have a one at the beginning of the line, one at the end of the line closest to the structure, and 2 other ones just sort of roaming throughout the plaza to make sure no one messes with the back, and that everything is copacetic at all times. The neon green is the path of the line. We'll have rope and stanchion for that as well. Essentially, we plan to go toward the curb from the structure and then just down along the side of the plaza, giving the 5 feet on either side. And then the whole, essentially above, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but above the square and at the very bottom of the plaza, we can have tables so people from the community can feel free to sit and do whatever they want to do. We're gonna have, security on site, no amplified sound. In terms of our installation, we're gonna do installation a day prior to the event. So I have our schedule here. So our activation is on the 27th and 28th of March. On the 26th will be our build day. So we're gonna start at 6 a.m. with the goal of being done around 5 p.m. We will be using scissor lifts and we will be using power tools for that. The power tools are battery powered and won't need to plug in anywhere. And the scissor lifts will come charged, so those shouldn't need any power either. We are going to be tapping into power from the plaza during the activation because there's a water pump in the giant shower structure that needs to be plugged in. And when I spoke with Adam, he said that would be something that was possible. So we're trying to avoid using generators because I know that they're sort of, a nuisance in terms of sound, and gas generators are not the best thing for the environment either. So
You think you could start the construction at like 7 instead of 6?
sure, that's not a problem at all. Our goal was to get in as early as possible, but if there's a certain time that works better for the community, we're all for that.
I think that's a bit better, especially with the scissor lifts and.
Yeah, no worries at all. We could definitely do that.
I mean, at least for the start of like drilling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, what else? So giveaways, there's going to be a couple hair care products. There's also going to be robes and towels because this thing is shower themed. It's like the hair product is something you use in the shower. So they're going to be giving robes and towels with the brand embroidered in it to the first 50 people each day, I believe. And similar to one of the people who went before me, our whole thing is based on until supplies last, so we have obviously a set amount of product to give away each day. In the event that we give away the product, by 3 p.m. will be done for the day, and then return the next day. There's also a potential food giveaway. The brand Way is in talks with Pop-Tarts currently to do a custom Pop-Tart that has the Way logo on it. That's still TBD. But obviously in the event of that, or just in general, we'll have multiple trash cans on site, and we'll have the production assistants with the event, and with my production company, making sure that no trash is left anywhere. And the goal is to always leave a place better than we found it.
No amplified sound or?
No amplified sound, no.
I have things. Jagger, have you guys worked with Way before to do anything in our district?
We have not, no.
So this is unfortunate for you, but 2 out of 2 of the last times we have had issues, one of which was unpermitted, and it was a Tower 28 Way collaboration. We got emails from the neighbors, the bid, it was a mess. And another time we actually had someone come in front of us and we gave them our blessing, and then they spray painted all over the district. They say it's chalk. I don't know what the mix of chalk and paint is, but these things are literally still on the sidewalks. And we went by, we talked to them. Of course, the production company was like, that wasn't us, it was the brand. So this is no fault of yours, but I am just gonna have a really hard time letting Way do anything on our public areas because they have shown that they are not honest, and B, every 2 out of 2 of the last times we've had issues.
Right.
So I don't know why we would continue to allow them public space when I don't feel like they've been very respectful of us or the streets or the neighbors.
Yeah, well, first, obviously I wasn't involved in those, but still on their behalf, to the extent that it matters, I apologize for them doing that. That's obviously uncool. I myself am a resident of Manhattan. I'm on the east side, but regardless, I I hate when people litter. I hate when people throw coffee cups in the street. I am very big on keeping Manhattan the nicest that it can possibly be. When speaking with the brand, I was made aware of the chalking that they'd done previously because I brought it up to them that that's something that absolutely cannot happen. It's not something we were planning on. It's not something we had spoken about. But, after just reading through the questionnaire, I just felt it necessary to brief them on what the do's and don'ts are and how we should best conduct ourselves to, align with the community and its standards. And we spoke about the chalking specifically, and I told them that that's not something that is even in the realm of possible or acceptable. And they did mention to me that they had a thing in the past where there was chalking done and it became a bit of a problem for them. So I think they've learned from that based on what I've spoken with them about. But you could take my word for it that under my guidance and association, nothing like that will be happening at all. Zero tolerance for any of that.
We appreciate that. Thank you. And I mean, the worst part is that they had an issue, they were told about it, and they never removed it. Like today, go remove it now.
Yeah.
Like there's still time. It's still on the damn street. Like I just think that's so ballsy to ask for another permit when you haven't removed your chalking that we had an issue with. Like this was, I can look back at my email and this was June.
Yeah, I wasn't made aware of the part that it still wasn't removed. I'm not sure, what their awareness is of that or whatever. Not that it matters, but it is definitely not acceptable, and it is bold of them to try to do another event, to be honest. But I'll make sure nothing happens. You guys got my word for it. I also spend a lot of time in meatpacking. Like I'm a member of I have a co-working membership at the Gansevoort Hotel. So I spend a lot of time in meatpacking. It's one of my favorite areas of the city. I'm there always. So I would not want anything that, lowers the standard of quality in the neighborhood for anyone. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Adam's asking on the chat if we can send the locations where they are.
Literally all over, Adam. It's like the pop-up that they did the chalking for was on Lafayette, like across from the fire station. What is that? Lafayette and like between Spring and Prince. And I know it was like all over Soho, all over Nolita.
Yeah, since Jagger's in direct contact with the bid, if we could, or with the client, if we could get the locations and we'll get them to remove it.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like, I hear you and I really appreciate it. It's sort of frustrating when brands do this and then they're like, can you tell us where we spray painted so we can remove it? Like, no, I don't want to walk around and take pictures and text it to someone. Like it's annoying. Like you painted it. You don't have a record of
No.
where you painted it. It's not my job to tell you where you littered to go pick up the trash. It's like,
That's a completely valid point. And to Adam's point, since I am in direct contact with the brand, I will reach out to them and ask if they have awareness of where those things were placed. Because, yeah, if that's something we could do is in this process help right a previous wrong and get someone to go down there with a power washer, whatever the best method is of removing that type of thing. Whether
Yeah, and
painting or
maybe
whatever.
they can make a donation to the bid or someone because the bid controls a lot of the cleaning.
so the
Staff.
issue is they do it in places where there's no bid. Nolita has no bid. Soho outside of the Broadway area has no bid. And that's where a lot of this stuff is. And I have a feeling that's why. And there's no real enforcement. The only enforcement is us to say you can't do this again when you've disregarded it and then refused to clean it.
Right. But yeah, I'll have a talk with the brand. I'll see if they have awareness of where those things are. And if we could find out where they are, I'll figure out what's the best method of getting them cleaned and use some of the budget from this project to try to get that done. Because I think that that's something that would be nice to do.
We appreciate it. And I know it's not your fault and it's not Adam's fault. But I mean, you guys are representing a brand and it's the brand's fault. So unfortunately, you have to hear it.
No, totally valid.
And I had a question similar to the one Darlene put in the chat. I mean, we are also the Resiliency Committee. And I did have a question about the water use, but it sounds like you're saying it's recycled.
That's correct. So the plan, so let me flip back over to, yeah, I guess I'll use this one. So underneath the false floor here on the structure, the part here that shows up dark gray is a reservoir tank. So it's designed to fill 350 gallons of water. So we have a vendor with a water truck that's going to come. They'll fill up the reservoir tank. And then for the duration of the event, like essentially it just recycles. So as the water goes down the drain, it's pumped back up to the top and so on. And then at the end of the event, we have a water removal service, like a vac truck that will come and suck the water back up and remove it. So we won't be wasting water endlessly throughout the event, and also there'll be no disposal of water on site.
Where does the water get disposed of? Do you know?
So the company that we're using it's called Call Ahead. They're probably most well known for their porta potties, but they also do a
I
variety.
know the logo. I can picture it.
Yeah, they do a variety of water services for events and construction sites and all that kind of stuff. So they will take it back to their headquarters, and I'm sure either drain it properly or use it for other things. But I can find that out, like exactly what they do with the water once we're done.
Right. Oh, guys.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Jagger and Adam. We appreciate you guys coming.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You still here?
Yeah, so thank you. So the next one that we have is Houston on Houston, Houston on Houston.
Houston on Houston, sponsor Houston first on Houston and Broadway.
It's the city of Houston.
I think they should be here.
Yeah, I just promoted
Oh, you did.
someone. Chelsea?
Yes. Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Chelsea.
Thank you. To confirm, it is Houston, Texas on Houston.
Ah.
So I work for the PR firm that handles the Houston Tourism Board.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
So
welcome to our city.
No, I live here. I'm in Bushwick. That's how I knew it's pronounced Houston.
You work for the PR company that represents Houston, but you live in New York?
That's correct.
Right on.
Houston knows they need the best.
Yes.
Exactly.
New York City.
Hello. Thank you. So I'm a PR person. I'm not an events person, so bear with me. But so my name is Chelsea Ensel. I'm here on behalf of my applicant, Houston First Corporation, who are the tourism board for the city of Houston, Texas. And thank you for the opportunity to present. So this will be a one-day temporary activation that we are proposing for the southwest corner of Houston and Crosby. It's going to consist of a single food cart positioned in the curb lane with a small stanchioned area to manage the queuing. We'll be giving out complimentary coffee and pre-packaged pastries that come from our famous bakery and cafe, Cafeteria, which was listed in the New York Times Best. There will be no sales, no alcohol, no amplified sound. This activation is designed as a short duration, morning to early afternoon event and is intended to be low impact. It's tied to the lighthearted April Fool's concept playing on the shared spelling between Houston Street and the city of Houston, but not the shared pronunciation. The goal is simply to create a brief positive moment for pedestrians without disturbing normal sidewalk or street activity. Crowd management and pedestrian flow are our top priorities. We're going to use rope and stanchions to clearly define the queue, and we'll maintain a continuous ADA compliant path of travel on the sidewalk at all times. We'll also have dedicated staff members assigned specifically to manage the line, monitor sidewalk clearance, and address any issues immediately. We are not anticipating large or sustained crowds. The event is not being promoted in advance. It's like a April Fool's pop-up, and any visibility will be limited to day of on-site activity. If at any point the line does become unmanageable, we are prepared to pause service or disperse the queue to prevent congestion. From a safety and sanitation standpoint, emergency access, fire hydrants, transit access points, and building entrances will remain unobstructed at all times. Additional trash receptacles will be placed on site, and staff will actively monitor and clean the area throughout the activation. In short, it's a small-scale, temporary activation with very limited hours, no sound, no sales, and on-site management. We're committed to complying with all city requirements and to being responsive to any guidance from the board or the city agencies. Thank you for your time, and I welcome any questions.
Yeah, thanks. Could you let us know, like, kind of the exact address where this is? Because I'm just looking at the site plan. It looks like the site plan's actually showing it on Crosby?
140 Crosby?
Yeah, so it's we actually, our agency just worked and did an activation in this similar spot for the Australian Tourism Board. So it's right on that corner of Houston and Crosby, that southwest corner. So kind of like by the JBL store.
Right.
Like right in front of the JBL store?
We don't have to be right in front of it, but like in that
Like
area.
in front of the WeWork. Here, let me show you.
It's on Crosby or Houston? Sorry.
It would be on Crosby
Are you
Street.
talking about like right here? Basically?
Yeah, in the
So
curve.
it's kind of here.
Yeah, in the curve.
This is Houston, this is Crosby, we're going south, this is JBL, you would park like here?
Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those food. I can show you the vendor that we're looking to work with. So it's just one of these like little food trucks here. The dimensions are 8 by 5 by 7.5.
Can you just show, no, okay. Just,
Consider, sorry.
yeah, I don't,
Would you
go.
consider putting the line in the curb lane?
I think you have to.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
What a lot of people do is you put the line in the curb lane, you use bike racks to block it off. Otherwise, I think this is such a busy sidewalk. I don't see, especially I just don't see how, like, when you cordon off part of the sidewalk that you maintain the pedestrian walkway.
Okay. No, we're
Because
more
you go
than
a little
happy.
further south down the block and you have maybe you have like some steps coming out.
Yeah, and that looks like 5 feet between the steps
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
street.
That's no problem. We're more than happy to do the queue in the curb lane as well.
Or is that what you're gonna ask?
That was exactly what I was gonna ask.
And then, sorry, did you mention if there's amplified sound?
There will be no amplified sound.
And what are the hours of the activation?
So we are looking to probably run from like 8 in the morning until 3 p.m.
Okay. And do you have the number of coffee and pastries you'll be giving away yet? Do you know how many?
Probably somewhere in the couple of hundreds, maybe 200-300.
Okay. And I guess you'd have to run the line south away, yeah.
Does anyone know if there's still scaffolding?
I don't know.
Have you been to the site recently, Chelsea?
I have not been to the site recently.
Well, as long as they do it in the curb lane, the scaffolding shouldn't.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
Shouldn't
point.
matter, right?
Okay, yep, great.
Okay. So standard.
As long as it's in the curb lane, I think it's great.
Yeah. Okay. Someone have any questions?
Oh,
Pete says
he says no
scaffolding.
scaffolding. He's also firing shots.
A history lesson. Okay, anyone else have any comments on this one? Pete?
So I suggest that nobody gets coffee unless they say Houston Street. And nobody gets coffee if they don't spell Soho correctly, which has capital S, O, capital H. Oh,
We will let our brand ambassadors know, Pete.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Thank you. And question, are you planning to do a vote this evening?
We do the committee vote later in business session, and then it goes to full board later in the month.
When is your event?
April 1st.
When is our full board? Oh, before that.
Before April,
Yeah.
The 19th.
The 19th is full board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Thank
we'll
you.
have a lot of things to get together before that potential green light.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank you. Thank you,
joining.
board.
So next we have,
She thinks we have real power.
next we have Malvin and Nick's block party. Melissa, yeah.
This is
Melissa, hello, welcome.
Hi there. I wonder why you can't, I wonder where my camera is. Can you see me?
we can
Yeah, no.
do.
Interesting. I also have the Director of Activations and Community and Partner. Should I join as an attendee or join as a panelist?
We just promoted
yeah,
you. You
I would
should.
accept the panelists, please.
Panelist. Are you able to see me now? Okay, I see. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
There you are.
Hi. You guys, your conversation in the past, in the previous person made me sad. I used to live in Upper West Side, and I really miss living in New York. So that made me, when you guys were talking about Houston and Houston, I was like,
Come on back.
Yeah.
I want to. I mean, I love it. My parents are in New England, like I born and raised. I love it. I also have, yes, I have a Lauren Henderson, and I also have a Connor Smith. I know that they're in, I don't know if they tried to raise their hand. We're coming in as working for Malvin.
If they raise their hands, we
I can promote
them.
them. Yeah, Connor Smith and Lauren Henderson. Yeah, I'll promote them as well.
You got it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thank you for the opportunity to let us present our plans for our April 4th, 2026 event. Oh, Connor, yay, I see you.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
My car just broke down on the side of the road, but I'm here. And take it away, Melissa.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's why New York City is better, because then you can just take the subway and then you don't have to worry about.
Exactly, Melissa.
I was like, car, you must not be.
I know, that's the T. Get out of there.
So what we are doing, I think, learning from what you guys were talking about, maybe I'll just go down the questionnaire, and maybe that'll help answer some questions.
Yeah.
The temporary outdoor pop-up block party community activations, there's no trucks. I mean, some trucks will be bringing in like a larger TV, and then also the golf simulator, but nothing will stay. We are asking to block the street in between Grand and Brown, not Brown. Yeah, and I also sent a site map. I kind of feel like I'm technology. I wouldn't be able to pull it up correctly, but I did send that in.
We have it. I'm happy to share if you want.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have a few things from you.
Yes.
We have a run of show. We have an operational plan and run of show, and we have a site safety and evacuation plan, but we don't have a site map. Is that what you're looking for, or no?
I did send the site map.
Oh, we don't have that, sorry.
I wonder if I can share that. Let's see.
You should be able to.
Share. So you can get a little bit better understanding. Zoom. There we go. Maybe it will not. I don't know if Connor is able to share the site map. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to take over between and Grand. That we have a Malvin store that is on Crosby Street, 37 Crosby Street. And what we'd like to do is we are launching a second launch with the New York Knicks. So it's a collaboration-ish, but it's really just like our party, but really a celebration of the second line of this drop. So what we wanted to do is throw like a celebration party for the block and the community, the local community and the stores. We wanted to hopefully bring in and make a pop-up sort of basketball court as well as bringing in a golf simulator and some food. I do have on the site map sort of how it would all be kind of laid out. I also,
Is Connor or someone else able to share? I think it would be really helpful to see.
I think it would be very helpful, absolutely. Or I could maybe email it to
Or if
somebody.
you want to, you can email it to me. Right.
Do you have my email address?
It's Erica. Here, I'll put it in the, I'll just chat it to you.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
No
I
problem.
did send it to Florence.
Sorry, that one didn't get put in, but there you go.
Okay, great. I'll share that with you right now.
And, you know, obviously we know the space. You guys have done things like this before. You know that there's been community hesitation before. So I guess we're curious, especially as you walk through the run of show and your plans, to know like how we can make sure what has gone wrong in the past is corrected for this.
No, absolutely. Here we go. Okay, sent. So yes, in regards to what happened before, I was made aware of some of the situations. And again, that was another time. And now I have been recently hired to come on and head the events and activations department. My background, military brat and events. I worked for iHeartRadio in New York for 2.5 years, which is what had me there, which I loved. And then also producing massive music festivals like Coachella and stand-up comedy series. So to me, keeping the neighborhood informed, keeping the neighborhood happy, and collaborating, I think is what's really the most important. And then keeping it clean. It's like you want to, like a gentleman said earlier, you want to give it back the way that you found it. But you also want to be able to have fun for the kids, for the families, for the mothers, for the grandmothers. I mean, I hope that my father is going to drive down from Massachusetts and come and attend this event. And it is funny because I'm always, I just got a decimal reader as I heard that maybe the music was a bit too loud on the last one. So I bought a decimal reader and I was like, here you go, this is what we're going to use. And I would like to use it on each of the end streets. And then if there's able for us to get on top of a building, let us get up on top of the building with that machine and let's see like what the machine actually really reads. Because what we hear and what the machine hears are two different things. So that's definitely very important to me. The sound level meter, like that is very important to me, picking up the trash, making sure that when we give you a run of show, that we are there on time, that we are prompt, that we are following through on everything that we have said that we are going to do as well. I think that you guys work very hard on what you do, and I think that we should do the same, and definitely out of respect for doing that. Were you able to find my site map?
It has not come through yet. Sorry.
No,
Melissa,
absolutely.
feel free to Slack it to me. And then guys, to just address some of the issues we've had in the past, I think it's we're a very small company that's now growing and we have a full production team involved. We've addressed some of the situations that have happened internally and we will make sure that it doesn't happen going forward. I think also just engagement with the community and some of the people that we disrupted. We just need to be transparent upfront going into this.
Have you guys reached out to those residential buildings on that street yet?
Not yet, but our store manager is in contact with them. So that was kind of the next step, was to see where this went. And then let's have those further discussions.
Okay, Connor, I just selected it to you.
I think just for in the future, it's helpful when you have those discussions, like it's helpful for us to make our decisions if we hear a vote of confidence from the neighbors first, rather than the other way around. Like, we represent the community, so when we hear from the community, it makes it a lot easier versus us sort of just taking you at your word that you're going to sort it out with the neighbors. Like, not that we don't trust you, but sometimes people do that, sometimes they don't, and we really have no ability to.
That totally makes sense. And we can definitely start kind of making those rounds, Connor, via Greg. And, for additional context, yes, there were a couple of neighbors that weren't totally pleased, I think, at the beginning of the day, specifically at the last block party. But by the end, we had a ton of residents on the street coming downstairs, having drinks with us, you know, saying that this is like the best, you know, community block parties type of event they've ever had and they loved it. So again, not to toot our own horn, but we did figure it out. And we're very hopeful that we can, you know, avoid that first part of the day, that vibe this time, and just make sure everyone has a good time and feels good. So whatever we can do to make that happen, we are here to be proactive.
Awesome. And just quickly speaking of drinks, I know you guys are not based here, but I think one of the issues was that you guys have done liquor without getting a liquor license for the event, just to note that you need that.
We will have that.
All right, we got a site map. Thank you.
No, thank you, Connor, definitely for sure. Yeah, so you can see that the Malbon store is down on the bottom and we wanted to set a little, a DJ up. We will have a little bit of, I don't want amplified noise. He will be playing some music. We will definitely be checking, the decimal levels. I can say that our, Greg, our retail director, I spoke with him today and he did reassure me that he did speak with 2 women who live on that street who have had some concerns about the event. And he did reach out to them and spoke with them and apologized. But I absolutely agree. Like, I think notifying the entire street of the event and seeing how they can actually be involved as well, I think is a really great idea to start immediately.
Cool. And then we need to make sure there's 5 feet. Like, I know you have the store and then you have the basketball court.
Yes, so
You
this
have
is
the
not,
seating that doesn't seem to scale. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm so sorry. I was unable to get my CAD drawing to work, so I just wanted to put something together. The basketball court is 16 by 24. So that will give you more than enough space, more than the 5 feet, because I believe that we measured the sidewalk and it was 12.9. So I will make sure that there's more than 5. And we're gonna have stanchions and we'll have some BAs also sort of like directing traffic on the left and on the right side. I just wanted to mark out the fire hydrant there as well. We're very aware of that. And we can also place the seating in another area, maybe in front of the basketball court. If you are, if you think that it's too close on the sidewalk and there isn't enough room for the pedestrians, absolutely.
I would say err on the side of leaving the sidewalk open. The sidewalk in front is quite narrow.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm so sorry. I
think so.
told it was 12 and
No, you guys are on
37 Crosby Street.
Crosby, right? Let me see. Do you know if the stanchions are still, sorry, not the stanchions, the scaffolding is still out or not?
I do not, but I can definitely find out immediately.
As long as there's like 5 feet of sidewalk, as much as you can do to keep anything off the sidewalk and just make sure people can walk through, it's really helpful.
No, I mean, and that's very helpful for me as well. Like, that's very important for the animals and for the families, because we don't want to disrupt. We want it to be a fun community. Like, I would love for you guys to come out, like come check out our new line, like come like shoot a basketball with us, like come like check out the golf simulator. Los Tacos is going to be setting up a tent behind the simulator, like please, and it's all free to the public. We just want to sort of celebrate this big, huge, iconic moment with the city that's helped us create this incredible moment.
Cool. Well, thank you. And just so you know, the 5 feet has to be, I know you guys have tree pits right in front of your store. So it has to be walkable space. So you can't include the tree pit space.
Oh, great to know. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can you maybe walk us through the run of show? I know there's
Yeah, absolutely. And this is actually a work in progress as well, because I was a little bit confused with the email on what time we could start setting up. In a perfect world, I would like to arrive around 6 a.m. So we kind of have a little bit better understanding of like the parking and helping with the community, getting the car situated so nobody's sort of lost their way. And then the crew will start arriving, and at 6:30, I would love to have the vendor who's going to be creating our basketball court. And because we're going to be like half on the curb, half on the street, we're going to be making it, I mean, it's going to be 100% flat, and we want to make it so it's going to be ADA appropriate on the one on the side that the street is on. So I would love to start building that as soon as possible. What it is it's steel decking, so it doesn't take any, there's no heavy machinery, there's no forklifts, there's none of that. It's just taking it off the truck and then placing it onto the ground and then just making sure measuring and everything is flat. If that's possible, because it is going to take us a bit of time to build this floorboard, this half court, which we just think would just be such an incredible like just moment. Like you have the New York Knicks, you have like our new collaboration, and then like you can come and like free throw some hoops and then have like your family sitting in the like courtside seats. As far as the large LED screen, I think that time can move. That all they do is it's really self-contained. They've done a lot of stuff in New York City before. It's just a truck that pulls in, they drop it. The generator is on the actual truck, so it's all self-contained, and then I will do something to dress around it. So there's no
And
wiring.
the truck parks in the curb lane, right? Or
The
no?
truck is just, the truck's gonna just drop it off.
Oh, the truck
drop off
doesn't stay.
No, the truck does not stay.
Okay, and then
It's like a
where's
fifth
the
wheel.
screen placed? It looked kind of catty corner on the run of show. Where
Yeah,
is
I think that was the idea, to put it catty corner. The screen is an additional request, like it's not the primary piece to this activation. So if the screen's an issue, we can certainly look at a resolution. But yeah, it gets dropped off on a trailer, little catty corner on the curb.
Yeah.
Just as kind of a
Does
nice
it
backdrop.
impede the sidewalk? Or are you leaving it in the curb?
It would impede half of the sidewalk.
Yeah, I mean, unless you could think of a different way to put it, I don't think you have space. Here,
No.
I can show you just, Melissa, so you can see.
No, thank you so much.
Like I believe this is your store.
Yeah, it's right behind it, but
Oh, this is your store.
Yep.
So, I mean, this, you have a little bit of space. Okay, so you have like good space there. This is zero amount of space right here.
Yeah.
So by then you have the 5 feet. So I mean, you have a little bit, as long as you can keep the 5 feet, we're cool with it. But that 5 feet is really crucial. If we get community complaints, it's going to be because they can't walk on the street and the noise.
And I definitely don't want that. Absolutely.
I think the thought was to put it right there.
Yeah. I mean, you look like you have a little bit of space here.
Yeah, in front of the building with the graffiti to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people came to the event last time, and how many are you expecting?
Anytime we really pop up, it's about 100, 120 folks that'll come out.
Wait, no way. You have way more than that, right?
It's about 500 people over the course of a few hours.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I think I estimated for about 300, 400, just depending on what the weather is going to be like on April 4th. But I mean, when it's nice in New York, everybody's outside.
Why can't I stop sharing my screen? Sorry. I don't know why I can't stop sharing my screen. Okay, well, you can continue. Sorry, it's just stuff, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, no problem. So for the run of show, and again, I'm a military brat, safety is very important to me. So making sure when we're going through for the site walkthroughs of the vendors, like they're very well aware of the 15-foot fire lane that we have to have for emergencies, and then for the 5-foot for this as well. And then also just neighbors. I mean, we all have families. We all just want to be very respectful. So we would like to bring the TV in, the LED screen. What we're hoping to play on the LED is we're hoping to loop footage from the New York Knicks that they have allowed us to just play. I mean, it would be such a cool shot. You're playing basketball in the New York Knicks, and then you're also watching their some of their highlights. We are going to have a little bit of a music setup. I can also move that later too. He doesn't have to start at 10 if we're not going to really have him start until maybe 12:30. I definitely, again, want to be respectful of the neighbors, and if moving that a little later, even if it's just like a little bit of a sound check. I do not want any blaring music. I would want it more just like of almost to like entice people to like, oh, like, what's that? Oh, and then they see, and then they're looking down the street and they're like, oh my gosh, like I want to come check out, like, it's like, what's going on over there?
Yeah, that would be great.
That's me.
As
That's
late
what,
as you can do that, and also the generator starting, like, I mean, you know, if you've been there, but it's a pretty like alley, it's like a classic Soho alley, so the sound really like travels. Even, I mean, I don't know if you were on, but we've even had issues on Grand Street with a generator, just a generator, no DJ, no anything. So as late as you can also turn that generator on would be appreciated.
absolutely. No, absolutely. And there's no reason we would need to turn it on any earlier just to have it checked, making sure that the screen works 100%, and absolutely agree. And then we'll have volunteers and brand ambassadors. I'm so sorry. And then we'll have our food station, Los Tacos. We are looking into a popcorn and churros vendors. I mean, I love churros, and popcorn's just amazing staple. That's just pending the availability from the vendors. And then we'll have volunteers and brand ambassadors arrive. And then I want to have a big brief with just everybody there on just the safety, the evacuation, where they can find water, where they can get people to call for help. If anybody on the street or a neighbor needs to talk to somebody, I want to make sure that they know who that they can come and talk to. I will give out my number and post it on all the doors. I want to make sure that they can find me, be present, and just be able to help sort of with any questions or concerns that might come up. That's like my one obligation, but one thing that I want to absolutely do for that day.
You mind also sharing I think we have your email address, but if you share your phone number maybe with our district office, that way if we get any day of
oh my gosh, absolutely.
So you can contact Melissa.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Some people have like their ear like louder, like bright. I have blue eyes, but the sun hurts. I mean, totally. I definitely want to work with the city and just make it a very like a good community event. And then yeah.
What about in terms of talent? Like you've mentioned the Knicks a few times. I know you guys have like brand ambassador talent.
So I think we might have some, maybe some golf athletes, but we're not going to have any Knicks, maybe some people from Madison Square Garden, maybe some of the stakeholders from Madison Square Garden, but we are not, we don't believe that any of the Knicks players are going to be showing up.
No,
I
like,
wish,
no like influencers?
Maybe some, but I don't know at this time. As soon as
Nobody big enough to draw a crowd, to be honest. I think it's mostly friends of the brand and community. So getting everyone to celebrate in front of it before the playoffs.
Is the DJ someone that people care about and follow? And
He's our store manager, so I doubt it.
Lovely.
That's by CC if anybody needs one. No.
And I know you have trash covered in your run of show. I know that's been an issue before, but just ongoing and cleanup, and you'll get the liquor license. Anything else from anyone here? I know Pete hopes not.
Okay. Yeah, and I've already placed an order for Uline. Like again, my background is in festival producing, and you want it to be as presentable for the guests as you do wanting giving it back to the city. So we're gonna have one every about 100 feet, and then we'll just have somebody dedicated to checking those. We'll have two. We'll have a waste and one for recycling. And then of course we'll take everything with us. So you leave it as you found it. And then we'll start winding down the event, and then start breaking it down at 5 p.m.
And you said all amplified sound, generator, LED, although you said that probably on mute, and then the DJ done.
Cool. Absolutely. And there won't be any generator or anything needed to take apart the basketball court.
Oh yeah, power tools?
There might be, no, it's not power tools. It clicks together by
electric
decking.
screwdrivers probably and snap on for the most part.
But there will be like headlamps, I'm sure used as well. I don't want to disturb anybody by bringing in a big light tower with that sound. So we'll make sure that everybody has their 1,000 luminescent headlamp.
Lovely.
And then it's open to the public. So we would love to have everybody and anybody.
Thank you. Pete, go ahead. And maybe just introduce your position for the team, the Mob One team.
Yeah. I'm a little confused because I'm looking at the Sabo website and I'm going to copy and paste what I'm reading there when they describe what a block party is. Kind of says you can't do a lot of the things you say you want to do. And that includes alcohol, that includes selling, that includes all sorts of stuff. Maybe they've changed the rules, but this is what's on their website now.
I think there's a miscommunication, Pete. So they're calling their event a block party, but in SAPO, it's a full street closure. It's not like a SAPO block party. They're calling it that, but under SAPO rules, it's full block closure.
Street event large, yeah.
So what is it being called?
I think it's just the way we market and speak about the event itself is like a block party is a universal term that.
Well, I understand, but what category are you filing under?
Oh, street
event
closure.
Large.
A large street closure, okay.
Yeah.
Street event large is the event.
Yeah,
for-
I live a little farther up Crosby Street. My rear door of our building opens onto Crosby Street. There's a good number of buildings on this block of residential buildings that have entryways onto Crosby Street. The street image that Erica put up before highlighted the driveway that goes into a set of buildings from Crosby Street that's right next to, pretty much next to Malbon. So the fact that you haven't reached out and talked to the neighbors is kind of a problem at this point, because you're coming here and presenting, but nobody knows this is happening.
With all due respect, I'm sorry, I think it's a little bit of ignorance on our end. We didn't know that that was the step that we had to take prior to this committee.
You've done this
We were,
before, and you've run into trouble before, so I'm
well,
confused.
I wasn't the one
Sorry, I'm
presenting that.
confused.
As
Okay,
we've noted, this is a
Pete, just talk to us
Yeah.
and Lauren, just talk to us if that's okay.
Okay, I am confused as to why this sponsor, this applicant, who has done the events before and run into some issues, is confused about what's required.
because it was a different team who had done the events before, and we've since brought on a professional event production team. Before, it was a team of literally 20 people in our entire brand and 2 people doing the prior events, and now we have a full team. So it's a completely different set of people, and they weren't aware of what that process was. We were under the impression that we should come to this committee first, give the information, present everything, and see if we could get permission to do the event before reaching out to people and letting them know that this might be happening. So that's where we're coming from.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anymore. Thanks.
Thanks, Pete. And you guys, so you understand, are you guys clear on what Pete's saying is the driveway next door that has to be kept?
Yeah, kept unblocked. I think that was in my mind setting this up and doing the floor plan.
Yeah, cars have to be able to come in and out of that driveway.
Yeah, that was my thought as well.
Okay.
And we did.
I can't cross-reference it. Oh, it came through finally.
Okay. And it is the highlighted area is a 15-foot fire lane that will be open at all time.
So the driveway is right here.
Oh, understood.
So you see how it's
we'll use the end of our store as the start of the activation, then go past like the coffee shop.
Okay.
Thank you for letting us know. Thank you. That's a good note.
Great. Okay. I also think, you guys, your event is what, April 4th, I think?
Yes.
If you guys are able to if you're able to do neighborhood outreach, like we're not gonna vote on this at full board until I think 2 or 3 weeks from now. So, given there's been problems in the past, like we recommend something, but if you're able to get back to us, email the district office with outreach or like statements from neighbors or signatures, however you guys want to do it.
Absolutely.
It's even better if, so Pete, is with the Broadway Residents Coalition. Is that the correct name, Pete? I mean, if you guys want to coordinate with them, they are kind of the neighborhood group to go to, especially, I mean, they're Broadway, but obviously a lot of the entrances for their buildings are on Presby. So as much, that will strengthen your application, as much reach out and as much proof of that reach out and correspondence as you can send the district office along with your contact, Melissa, would be, I think, helpful.
Can you put the email address to the district office in the chat for me, please?
Yeah,
and
Mark,
also the board that Pete is on, so we can also
yeah, Pete, do you want to put whatever contact info you want them to have in the chat?
Yes, thank you so much. These are absolutely things that we will get on immediately. I mean, I definitely I think having the whole entire street and
All our contact information is on the CB2 website.
Cool.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that I was I was going to be sending it to the right place.
Okay, we good? Anyone else?
Yes, we're good.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Thank you.
Thank you so
guys.
much. Thank you
Thanks
for your time.
Thank you all.
Okay. All right, next is Glitch Productions Retail Pop-Up. Jonathan, potentially, there you are. I got you, Jonathan. I just promoted you.
Hello.
Hi, Jonathan. How are you?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
We are well. Thank you for being here.
Yes, I'm with Glitch Productions. We are a animation company that we will be doing a pop-up in Soho. The address is the 437 Broadway. We are going to be selling our merchandise. It's plush, pins, figurines, keychains, those type of things from the animation shows that we create. Currently, our outreach or the ability for our fans to be able to purchase things is only through online or conventions. So this is just giving like a brick and mortar space for them to be able to do it.
Okay.
The dates that we're going to be doing it are.
Can you just tell us some of your biggest IP? Like what are we talking here? We're not as familiar.
I think the biggest one that people might know is Digital Circus. It's on Netflix currently.
Okay.
The rest of our shows are very they're small. They're all animation. It's not giant animation shows. It's more of the small indie. It's really big for like the conventions and all that jazz.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so brick and mortar facility. We're doing the RSVP only to be able to come in. We'll be doing like an Eventbrite situation.
We love that. Thank you.
Yeah, and so everyone has to do it like in advance, and then we'll have like a limited amount of same day ones that they could still sign up for, but still once again it's RSVP fully. We'll be allowing about 15 people into the store every like 15 minutes. We're going to be open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Oh yeah, the dates were right now. The 10th through the 26th is our opening dates. 6th and 7th will be us loading in like some furniture and stuff like that to build the bookshelves and shelving and stuff like that for the merchandise. 8th and 9th will just be us like in the store setting up, unloading all the boxes and stuff all inside store. And 27th will be the packing everything into the trucks to go away. We have a security company that's called Secure It that will be having with us. We're doing no giveaways, no influencers, no amplified sound outside, no food or beverage sold, no generators. Trash will have trash cans inside the store for anyone who has trash to be able to throw away and all that jazz.
So there's really nothing happening outside. So you'll just have a little bit of production set up before and then rope and stanchions, but
yeah, only thing outside is just going to be here. I can share our little site plan. Just some extended queue.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, like it's the right side of the store. It's gonna be about like 3 6-foot stanchions. And there's a fire hydrant. I drew quickly a little thing just to have some.
Oh, it's so helpful. Thank you, Jonathan. Good application.
So we'll have we'll have the 5-foot space for pedestrians. We're very minimal. And these are all going to be also people who, like I said, were RSVP'd, just waiting to go in the store. In the RSVP, we're going to put like please not like show up early and all that jazz, so we don't have a crowd of people coming.
Okay, fantastic. And how are you going to handle people just walking and wanting to line up? Are you having like a 24/7 brand ambassador stand at the line and say, do you have a reservation? If not,
we have staff members who will be checking people in to then tell them to get, or while people are in line, and whoever's not, we will then like refer them to the Eventbrite and be like, please sign up for the available dates that are still available to come back.
so what are you anticipating is the most number of people you'll have waiting in the line at any given time?
Because we're doing it every like 15 minutes, it should only be about like 15 to 30 people tops. It should only be like the half-hour window, if that. I know we're planning on having, I think, a max of like 45 customers in the store. So we should be like flowing. It shouldn't be too packed and all that jazz.
Okay. Okay, great. And it sounds like you won't get there, but worst case, where will you cut the line? Is there a bus
meaning like if they come too early?
Like we just like to make sure it doesn't get out of control and start like winding around or start to be in front of any bus stops or impede any sort of.
No, of course, yeah. When we're checking people in, we're going to make sure that they're in within that like 15, 30-minute window.
Okay.
We'll send them away if not and tell them to come back. So it should only be the people who we have on the list in this line. And this line is literally just for the overflow who's waiting to get into the store.
Yeah, got you. Okay. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think it's
Cool. This sounds great. Thank you, Jonathan.
Yeah, good luck. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, of course. If you guys need anything, just let us know.
We shall. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Nick's Playoff Palooza. Elizabeth between Prince and Spring. My block. Michael, are you here? I don't see anyone named Michael in attendance. No. Did they?
I don't think we heard from them.
Okay. All right. And then lastly, Crew, your Big Easy Street event. Adam, I saw you're on here. I don't see anyone else though. Adam, I just promoted you. Since you're the only one left, I assume you're doing the talking, but let us know if not.
Sorry, we had asked Florence to present in April because my clients were not ready yet.
Okay.
It is a repeat event, but now the Crew Foundation is taking the lead this year and they're new taking the lead. So they asked if they could present in April.
Got you. And Adam, just so you know, one of our issues here is that the stickers are still on the street. And before you ask, I know there's one in front of the Crew store in Soho. I also know they're up and down Bowery. And at this point, you can barely even read that they say Crew. They just look like weird marks on the street. And we have been in contact with the Crew. I forget her name. I can find her name for you. She's a woman, and we've asked them to be removed multiple times.
Okay.
I think she removed some, but not all. I'm not sure. All I know is they're still on the street. So highly recommend we take care of those before we hear the application.
Absolutely, I'm on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we'll punt that for next month.
Can you?
Thank you.
Oh, one sec.
Hi, Adam, can you email me and tell me that they're laying over so that we can remove this rather than have a no-show denial? And I'm gonna put my email in the chat. Florence is have some health issues, so maybe not everything is getting through. Thanks.
Yeah, put your email in the chat and I'll put you on the email that I'm sending to the client right now, telling them to remove all this stuff.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, that's all.
Should we go into business session?
I mean, I guess we shouldn't wait for that. All right. Maybe we do FYI renewals first.
Okay.
But everything else. Okay, we have a bunch of them. So we can name them out if we want, or we can just look at them. Spring Sustainability, NYU Strawberry Festival, Art Celebration Block Party. Now we're in May, so these are really annual Mayfair Fun Run from Grace Church, Penn World Voices Festival, Indie Lit Fair. Wasn't this like a, didn't we withdraw and then get a different sponsor?
I have no idea.
Okay. Penn, the Pompeii Flea
We're done
Market,
with the
PS 130 Family Wellness Day, Asian Pacific Heritage Month, Hermanence Farm Party, Powell Festival, that one I know we've discussed in the past. Pride on Astor Fair, Grad Alley, High School Fashion Show, Bleecker Street Fair, Washington Square Spring Fair. Spring is upon us. Anyone have any issues? Anything to say?
No.
Okay.
Should we go through?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Okie dokie. Let's start with the first one. Pop-up mob. 3.7 to 3.8 pop-up mob on Thompson. I mean, this is the.
I'll be next door.
Thanks, Mark. This is the location that we've denied because it's impossible to have 5 feet.
Yep.
And we, what do you say?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ed.
Any opposed, abstain, recuse?
Could have said
Okay, cool. Unanimous tonight. Second, the Planet Oat, hot versus ice. This one's on Astor, in contact with the bid. Any issues?
No, I
You
think
agree with it?
just, you can note that they should make sure the line turns in the correct way.
Snake lines around the cube, down Cooper Square, no sidewalk. 5 feet. Cool. And I feel like the lines are gonna be long for this one, and she's like not anticipating it. Okay, approve, all in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Any opposed, abstain, recuse?
No, okay, cool. Unanimous. And then, what's this one? New Balance, Lafayette, Aubrey. I don't love the line situation. Like, it's very weird.
It's a very confusing.
And there's definitely gonna be a line for free pop-up bagels, and they don't wanna go in the store. I don't know why that's like a contentious discussion point.
I think that sidewalk, it's like fairly wide there,
Yeah.
which gives them a little bit of cushion, but it's a bit of a confusing setup for sure.
So we recommend putting the line down Lafayette for only the bagel and coffee, which I think is.
I think we need to affirm that they need a line plan for the bagels, not that you grab the bagel and then get online. Like, that doesn't.
We'll say either that or only upon store exit. But that's gonna be.
Yeah, I think it'd be like approved, provided like proper line.
Okay, so we'll say approved, provided line plan. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Abstain, recuse.
Oppose, abstain.
Oppose.
Oppose, abstain.
Figure it out. You're not letting us oppose.
Well, yeah, no, why do you say oppose? No one opposed. Okay, cool. Keep up Demon Hunters, no show, deny, all in favor?
Aye.
Oppose, abstain, recuse. ZocDoc, maybe we could do these together in one. No show, but we will note to ping the proper bids for each. All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose, abstain, recuse. Okay, Way. Installation at Gansevoort Plaza.
You want to deny it because they're a bad actor.
Yeah, I mean, they've done it twice, and we've been in contact with them and asked them to remove it, and they haven't. And I don't think it's Jagger's fault, but like, this has happened twice. And I already went out of my way once to like, go speak to the production company, speak to the brand, ask them to remove it. They never did. I followed up and said, your event's over. Can you please remove? Just nothing.
I'm okay denying. I mean, we know that events are gonna happen because they work with the bid.
but-
So it's just registering our displeasure with how they've been.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
So
But we can
deny.
comment on the setup itself too, and so I think the setup itself
It
is
looks
fine.
fine, and
Yeah,
Jaggers,
Yeah.
the company seems
yeah.
thoughtful
Yeah,
and
we should be clear in the reso that it's
Not
just
about the
it's not the production company, it's just the,
the
So
brand has
we
been a
appreciate
bad
production company assurances,
Yeah.
however.
actor. And the plan itself looks fine.
Any
We would approve.
commentary on the water? I think that's fine.
I don't know.
it's recycled.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so we're denying with those notes, all in favor?
Aye.
Oppose, abstain, recuse? No, okay. Houston on Houston,
Totally fine.
seems fine for me, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, oppose, abstain, recuse. Malbon. And just to note that Pete put in the chat that that's also on Easter weekend.
Mhm.
How do we feel about it? And Will, just so you know, we asked them, since we don't vote on this until full board, if they do have any correspondence with the neighbor or the bid, to please let us know. I mean, I know we don't
Okay.
do that, but this feels like especially
Sure.
important, and since we have the time.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't know what to, like, approve if that, like, I don't want to say approve if the neighbors are cool, because we can't ever figure that out.
I mean, it's really the engagement with the neighbors is to inform, not to ask permission. It's like,
I don't know, if they had neighbors show up tonight that were like, absolutely not. They've done this 2 years in a row and it's a cluster, and
have they done this before?
yeah, and we get tons of
No, it's been a
issues. Yeah. I mean, it's like they've had liquor issues, they've had trash issues, they've had noise issues.
Oh.
Like, it's been major issues.
Then we should do
I mean,
that.
it's kind of like, it's like a show me thing. It's like, show us that you've actually improved the process and that you're actually going to work better with the neighbors.
So I
don't
feel
know
like
if
they were
that's a
trying
deny-
to say that, but.
I don't know if that's a
take
deny
that?
unless or like an approved provided.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What do we like?
I mean, it sounds like it's similar to the Way thing where it's like they have a bad record.
Yeah.
And they have more than one past application that we've approved, but then has been met with.
Oh, we denied last time.
And it went
I
poorly.
don't know if
again.
it went ahead or not, actually.
That was 2 years ago. This one we printed up.
Is this like give them a chance to cure, new team, new?
I mean, I liked the assurances that she said, and I appreciate a decibel reader, and I would really feel good about saying yes if the neighbors showed up or they had anything or they had reached out.
So yeah, let's do a approved conditional on evidence of.
Which is like a deny, I mean, either deny unless.
Yeah. That makes
I
sense.
say deny unless. Positive cooperation.
Approved provided they show like good faith plan and execute upon a good faith plan for like cooperation with neighbors.
All right, so approved provided, basically neighborhood cooperation. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, recuse. Okay, glitch, their little truck, it's not even a truck, line, no issues. Approved?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, recuse. Okay, Nick's no show deny. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, recuse. The beauty brand was withdrawn. Crew is gonna lay over until April. I let Adam know about the sticker issue. And then FYI renewals, any issues? Approve, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, DJ. Opposed, abstain, recuse. No.
Are we sure we don't want to deny unless on that Malvin, or we like to approve provided?
I'm in favor of approved provided, like,
Okay.
I want to give them, but I could be,
Should we be consistent between the Way one and the Malvern one and do the same thing with both of them?
first of all, Way's done it twice. And they have been given the grace of me walking around the neighborhood, taking pictures, getting in contact, being like, can you please remove this? I don't feel like it's totally similar. Like, all they had to do was be responsible actors and pick up the mess that they made. And they did it. And that, I don't know. Malvern, I'm kind of like, I have a little bit more like, okay, you were a small shop, you want to throw a block party. I've been to their block parties. They're very cool. They're loud, so I get it. I know exactly why the neighbors have an issue. But, okay, it's like,
Okay, I think it's fine, as long as the language is strong. I think it's fine.
well, you'll write
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
All right. Anything else?
thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Everyone else has a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
To adjourn.
So moved.
All right.
Seconded.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Everyone. Bye, Ed.
This.
It's waving at us, only.